Cancer risings, you are the warm, loving embrace that this world needs. You're the safe space that this world needs. All of the Cancer risings that I know just exude this energy of you're safe with me, your concerns are safe with me, your worries, your traumas, your fears and anxieties, they are safe with me. Whether you know it or not, you have a very soft and comforting presence. So I want you to audit your social media, your brand presence, even the way you dress. Do you feel like it fully represents the way how you want people to feel when they enter your space? I remember doing a birth chart reading for a copywriter. She was a writer and helped people with their messaging, and she was kind of looking for direction in her own personal brand. And I told her that, like, hey, you're Cancer rising. I would love to see a lot of feminine imagery. Maybe it's something to do with like even the ocean, because Cancer, it's a water sign. Maybe it's something like clamshells. Maybe it's like pearls. Maybe it's something other that represents the feminine image, like a sculpture or like a really sensual, beautiful female mouth or lips. And she took that, she ran with it, and she was like, thank you, I feel so expressed in my brand now. Before I was lost, and thanks to you, I'm so rooted in how I'm meant to lead in this world. Because we have to remember that the rising sign is the role that you're meant to rise into. So it can feel a little bit scary, it can feel very unfamiliar, it can feel very thrilling and very exciting, like how would it feel like if I would show up in that way? So for you, that is the archetype of the divine feminine, of the divine nurture, of the divine mother. And if you're a man, don't worry, you don't have to take that like literally. You can take it symbolically, you can take it figuratively. So what does it mean to be a mother? It means that you're a nurturer, you're someone's safe space. You grew a human inside of you, so you were someone's first home. You were the safe, cozy place for someone to return to. So feeling into that, whether you're a man or a woman, you look at your space, you look at how you meet people, you look at your content, you look at your website. Does this make me feel at home? Does this make my people feel safe, welcome, and comfortable? If you're Cancer rising, I can bet my ass that you are someone who also loves to, have a cozy nook in your house, make your house a really safe sanctuary for yourself. Or maybe if you have someone coming over in your little sanctuary, right away you're like, do you need a blanket? Do you need a tea? Can I get you a snack? Like, you're probably a really, really caring person, to the degree that maybe sometimes you sacrifice your own needs for the needs of others. So that's something to understand as a Cancer rising, to not take it to the extreme that, hey, you are a nurturer, but a nurturer needs nurturing as well. As much as a Cancer rising loves to nurture others, they also love to be nurtured. So make sure that you also have a space you can feel nurtured in, people who nurture you, people who take care of you, people who you feel safe and comfortable with. And when thinking about safe spaces, when thinking about making your brand into a safe space, it's not something that is just about the colors, about the textures and the fonts and the symbolism. It is also how much you give of yourself. Give something of yourself and your people will give back to you, right? It's like a heart to heart. Your brand is supposed to be like a heart to heart conversation. So I want to see content around, your own comfort rituals. Like this era of the comfort creators, like this was made for a Cancer rising, okay? If you do not have your comfort creator series going on, or some sort of a ritual that you film for people every week, even every day, get that going, because that is so on brand for you. Something that will make people feel like at home. And it's not something that you just say, it's something that you show, right? You give something of yourself. You share vulnerable stories. You share your personal experiences. You facilitate safe spaces. And whatever your medicine is, whether it's, EFT tapping, hypnosis, whether you're a therapist, maybe you do finances, that's a really, really important thing where people need to feel safe, right? I was reading for this Cancerian goddess, and she did real estate so on point. Like, what is real estate? Essentially giving homes to people. Cancer is also the sign that rules home, family, and your lineage and ancestry. So when thinking about those themes, they're probably something that's really close to your heart and a part of your life path. So I want you to infuse your passion around those topics into your personal brand as well. And truly, one of the superpowers that you have, one of your blind spots that you don't even understand that is priceless, is how you create connection with other people. So whether it is through one-on-one DM conversations or like heart-to-heart Instagram lives or Instagram stories, or maybe you have a YouTube channel that feels like a cozy space. One of your biggest brand superpowers is to create connection. And that's something that we really need in this day and age, is to have personal connection with the brands that we buy from. I'm someone who I follow founders on Instagram and I buy from them because I know, like, for example, Grace Beverly, who started Tala, like I bought specifically a workout set from that brand because I knew the story of the founder and how much love, energy, and attention went into the company. I felt really invested in that brand. And with that also comes community loyalty. It is a lot more difficult to be acquiring new customers than to be retaining the customers that you already have. So trust in your ability to nurture, whether that means writing a daily email to your people or a weekly email, or recording a daily Instagram reel for your people, something that really nurtures the people who are in your audience, because there is nothing more valuable than community loyalty. Now, something really fun that I've noticed when I've read Cancer Rising's charts, or if you have a moon conjunct the rising sign, the ascendant, really closely, is that the moon might show up in some ways in your brand, because Cancer is ruled by the moon. You all are literally lunar beings. So to take that very literally, you might actually have some moon imagery in your branding. Your brand might be something moon, Luna related. And with that, you're also highly connected to the cycles of the moon. So maybe you do something within your work where you work with the moon cycles. Like maybe it's cyclical business, maybe it's helping women with their fertility, maybe it's gardening. Like agriculture was highly connected to the cycles of the moon back in the day. And all my Cancer rising friends, they are always like, oh my gosh, I was so out of it when it was the full moon. Oh my gosh, I'm so out of it this new moon. When I'm just like, yeah, life is lifing. But I swear, Cancer risings, you all are so attuned to the moon that you feel it like it's on crack. So honor that. Like, you're probably a really lunar being. You're probably a really sensitive being. Cancer also rules our emotional realm, our emotional wellness, our desires, and our deepest motivation. So something that works really well for you, instead of doing like pain point marketing, digging into people's pains, do desire-based marketing. Like, show what's possible, paint the desire, show us the vision, show us the desire, like get us involved